What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Ark Survival Evolved. My name is Splattercat, and we are here today. I want to find a Titanomurma. That's what I want to do today. I want to go find some ants and just, like, see what's going on with them, because I do like ants. I don't like ants when they're in my house, and I don't like ants when they bite me, and I don't like them when they're red-colored either. And you know there's that guy in the crowd right now who's like, "Ah, you're an ant racist! I'm going to tell everybody on the internet about your ant racism. You don't like red ants. You think they're inferior." I'm like, no, they're just terrifying and they hurt and they're not fun to be around. My dad, that's a story he always tells about when he was a kid, is that he got pushed into he and his brothers were messing around, and I don't know if he got pushed or if he stepped on it, but he stepped on a red ant nest. Oh yeah, we worked on that, didn't we? Well, damn, things are happening today. It looks like our structure is not really touching the ground, though. It's a little bit worrying. We might have to go in. I don't know. I didn't have time to farm out wood. I was going to do it on stream, but people have been really excited about Terraria streaming lately, and so I really haven't played the game a whole lot lately. I think Ark is sort of one of those games that I like to revisit every now and again, but I've been trying really hard not to burn myself out. I don't think... Who should we bring? I've heard that Titanomurmas are actually on that island over there, and then I've heard that they're like kind of around that back area as well, although nobody really seems to have like a 100% like the Titanomurmas are here type deal going on. I appear to have way too much stuff in my inventory. I downloaded the updates, though. Like, everything is updated the way that it's supposed to be, and I don't know if new stuff actually gets added to your single-player game like it does with multiplayer servers. I have no idea. This is not something that I'm familiar with, and so we're going to look around for a little while. I haven't seen anything. Well, the ichthyosaurs are in here, so we can assume that since the ichthyosaurs are in here, the plesiosaurs should be as well, and then the Titanomurmas as well. So, I don't know, maybe we'll take a look around, we'll try and figure it out. Welcome back, this is the next playthrough of Ark for us. I'm going to keep the series going for a little while longer. I contemplated it, my refrigerator has been invisible now for like ever. I don't know why, but it has been. I don't know if it's worth it to make beef jerky. For whatever reason, it takes forever to make beef jerky, but the beef jerky like never goes bad. I don't know if it's worth it. I guess that's the question that well, it's not a question, it's more of a statement. But anyways, I don't know if it's worth, like, it takes so long to make cooked meat jerky that it just doesn't seem, it only gives you 20 hunger too. I would figure that since it takes like 2 hours, it would give you a full hunger meter or whatever, because you go through the stuff really quick. But I got it in here, I'm creating a stack of it. I don't know why, mostly just because I like jerky. One of my favorite things in the entire world, reminds me of being a kid, is getting up, going and getting an extra large Slurpee from 7-Eleven, and then also a pack of beef jerky. Like, I survived on that when I was a kid. That was like the average Saturday afternoon right there. Be like, what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? We could walk to 7-Eleven, I guess. I got like $5. We could get Slurpees and some Slim Jims or something. I'm like, yeah, let's do that. That'll eat up an hour and a half or so. And so anyways, actually, it was a longer walk than that. If we had, like, a whole bunch of initiative, like, if we were ready to go, like, straight up, like, tell me when to go. Tell me, like, we were ready. Like, it was all ready to rock. Anyways, I don't know if you know, I'm a giant E40 fan. You can't live in the Bay Area without being an E40 fan. It's just kind of... These dodos, I swear, they get it on so much faster than everything else on the... Where did my other dodo go? Oh, there he is, lame ass. There he is. I knew he'd be around here somewhere. That would suck to have a lame ass. Would that affect your ability to walk? Like, let's assume for a moment that your ass was lame. What systems of the body would that prohibit from functionality? Like, I'm not really so sure, because you've got the butt cheeks in there, and they're important for, like, walking upstairs and things like that, but could you still walk if your gluteals were just, like, non-functional? I would assume you would have an odd gait. There's probably somebody out there. My audience has gotten wide enough now to where I bet there's somebody that has an ass that doesn't work in my audience. What is that like? I'm not saying this to be, like, persecutory. I guess I'm not trying to persecute. I'm just trying to ask and just be like, what is that like? You know, like, what is your experience on a daily basis with an ass that is not functional? A gluteal muscle that does not like to participate in the daily shenaniganry that other people's asses like to participate in. What is that like? Just what is an average day for you? Do you roll out of bed differently? Like, how does that go? I see a lot of Dilophodons, or Dilophosaurs. I can call them by their proper name. It's only been 50 episodes. I don't see any Titanomurmas here. I'm going to stay up in the air, but this might be an episode where we don't really accomplish much, but we've basically done everything in the game so far. Now we're just looking for, like, little niche creatures that might be around somewhere. So I'm going to look down on a beach over here. I don't see anything over here. Although from what I saw, I watched a guy stream the other day, and the Titanomurmas seemed like they were really goddamn small. Like, they were tiny. And so I thought they were going to be, like, big Dilophosaur-sized ants, but no, they're actually kind of like... I don't know, corgi-sized ants. Like, they're not small. Like, for an ant, they are definitely large. But, you know, we're trying to find our Anty today, and so I think I'm going to take a look around. Is there anything up under these trees? I don't see anything moving. Nothing's looking real indicative down in here. This might take us a couple episodes to get done, but you know what? I'm willing to bring you all along while we hang out. I got stuff to talk about. It's not a big deal to me. They are aggressive and territorial, so I'm thinking that if we aren't seeing herbivores running around, the chances are they're not here. They're sort of like a lot of the raptors and things like that, where if they're in the area, you should know about it because all of the random prey animals will be running around being predated upon. And so I think we're hot right now. That sucks, but I did fill up all my inventory with water and stuff. I did some things in between episodes. I know I've been lazy lately, and I haven't really been doing a good job of making like entertaining episodes, but I really feel like I'm sort of out of ideas. I would go explore caves and have fun with that, but our caves are bugged. They don't work anymore, so I've done the things that people have suggested too, by the way. Like I've reloaded, I've gone back in, I've come back around, and this affects both our underwater caves and our above water caves. They're still bugged and there's no animals inside of them. If you clip through the ground and take a look around, there will actually be things inside the earth that should be spawning inside the cave, like way down below. You can see the bats spawned like 50 miles below the cave, like in the little underground ocean that exists. But other than that, haven't had much luck. Not seeing anything moving around over here. I think this could be like a, oh, there's a, I never tamed one of those. We could try that. I mean, we don't have a Sarco. That's like one of the few things that I'm missing. There are raptors around though, and I don't have like a good weapon with me. Do I have a spear? I do not. So I'm actually like, this is a high-risk situation for me because I don't have a gun and I don't have a spear either. So, going down and dealing with predators, if I get jumped by like a random raptor or anything, we will more than likely lose our aeronautical superiority because I have no way to protect Shiggity Schwar. And since Shiggity is my homie. Wait, what's going on with the top of these? What? I thought I saw something like blue and shiny. Maybe it was just the way the light was reflecting. Like right there, you see that? It looks like there's something blue on top of these random. That's weird. Huh, it's the way that the game's rendering the leaves, but I thought maybe there was some kind of weird, like, animal living up in the trees now that was bright blue. I don't know, some kind of, like, vertically gifted dodo or something. I don't really know. I don't see anything that looks like a Titanomyrma over here. My view distance is up pretty high. Let's go get that. I'm going to get that beacon over there while we're over here. I need extra building supplies, and if they give me freebies, I'll totally take them. I don't feel like building anymore. Like, I don't want to chop any more trees. I've deforested, like, a big chunk of the map now, just like with my basic projects, and it's, like, crazy how quickly the trees disappear. This should be kind of safe over here. I don't think there's anything around, and if there is, I'm going to run as terrifyingly as possible, or as terrified. Oh, there's a metal door frame. I'll take that. Every now and again, you get something decent that you can use. I've not bought anything that's made out of stone or metal. I haven't bought any of the engrams because I keep finding them. They're easy to get. Like, I just keep picking up all the random, like, little beacons that are flying around, and I've gotten almost a full set of, like, random engrams that you don't have to worry about. It's just like, whatever. Free recipes, why worry about it? There's nobody on here in single player to kill me. I am planning on, I think I'm going to try and move this over to like a multiplayer series, like a season 2. I need people to be very vocal about their support of it though, because it's a tough thing right now. Like, I sort of feel like Ark has run its course, like it's ready to leave the channel right now. There's still stuff for us to do, but it's tough to jump into like a new season, and then people are like, nah, I'm done with this, and then you're kind of like stuck doing 50 more episodes of something that nobody really wants to watch. And so it's a troubling situation for me to be in. I don't see anything up in here. Titanomyrmas are supposed to be on that island over there, but it might go game to game though. Like, some of the spawns in this game have been a little bit sketchy for me, where it's hard for me to tell where things predictably can be, because on everybody's map it seems to be a little bit different. Like, sometimes they're around, sometimes they're not. And so I'm going to check all these little areas. This is going to be just kind of like a ride-around episode. And we're going to look for Titanomyrmas. We're also, if I could get a plesiosaur on scope, I think that'd be cool. But I think they're kind of down. A bunch of Phiomia saddles. Pfft, don't want any of that. Worthless. Last thing I want is another Phiomia. Phiomia is probably the most useless, like, dinosaur in the entire game. He's pretty terrible. Like, I try not to say it too often around him because he's already got self-esteem issues. Like, he knows how bad he is. I really do. I try to prop him on up and make sure that I'm helping out with his ego, but I don't know. There's only so many times I can lie about how useful he is. It'd be like, oh my god, Phiomia, you are so good at gaining weight and eating excess food while contributing nothing. Like, it's very, very difficult. I don't know. I'm trying my best to keep him, like, riding out with us right now, but my Phiomia, I think the Phiomia needs a little bit of loving. Like, I know it's one of the first dinosaurs you get, but, like, even the Dilophosaur is useful, and he's one of the first ones that a lot of people get. So what is that right there? Like a weirdly black stone on this side. Huh. What is that? Is that obsidian? There's no prey around here. That's usually a pretty good sign. Let me just skim a bit. We got some dodos in there. I'm going to stay low to the ground, and I'm going to fly this one carefully. So we've got ourselves a couple of scorpions in here. The big reason that I wanted to find Titanomyrma is that Titanomyrma would offer us the opportunity to farm like a ton of chitin. Like seriously, I need chitin right now, and I've had a lot of trouble trying to find it. These guys are moving around over here, so I assume there's some kind of predator around. Why are y'all running around like there's something around here and I don't see it? Oh, I don't like that feeling at all. It sucks. That means you're the one being hunted if that's you. Ooh, big chug right there. Oh, shit. Look at all those Dilophosaurs down there that are trying to fight that. Look how many Dilophosaurs down there trying to fight that raptor. Hold on. Holy shit, dude. That's so many Dilophosaurs. That is like a big-ass pack of Dilophosaurs. Like, they might actually stand a chance of taking on that thing over there. Hold on. We need to watch this play out. We need to watch this play out from a safe distance. I need to know. Deep down inside, I need to know. So he's killed one of them so far. I bet they'll take him, though. I don't know. Taking all bets? I got 5 on the Dilophosaurs. I feel like, oh my god, the monster spawns over there. Crazy. But that's how it goes. A big old dragon eating Dilos. Oh, piranhas are getting in on it now. Piranhas are like, yeah, let me get that ankle right there. Oh, actually, the Dilophosaurus lost. That's surprising. I thought they had overwhelming numbers right there. And honestly, a big number of Dilophosaurs can overwhelm a lot of stuff. So it looks like they lost the fight, or at least they drowned. I've had a lot of dinosaurs drowning in my game lately. I talked about that in the previous episode. But like everywhere I look, it's like one of those weird Full House things. Like, everywhere you look, there's a dino drowning. Ooh. What's up with this tall grass over here? My rendering engine definitely doesn't like it, but what's up with this? Huh, I've never seen that grass model before. That's weird. Is that new? Like, where did that come from? Huh, I need to play the game more often. Apparently, I'm missing out on things. So, what have we covered so far as ground? So, where am I on my map? Hold on. What's going on here? Oh, that's interesting. I've been removed from my map. I wonder if it reset my settings right about the time that they patched. It's okay. It's not a big deal. I know we came from that direction over there. The big green pillar gets me pretty close to home. But still, I was going to mark it on the map once we found it. Really, there's like, huh, that's surprising that you've actually got coelacanths down in that little tiny lagoon right there. I assume that maybe once the tide comes up, that's what they're assuming right there. What are you attacking right now? I accidentally clicked. I didn't even mean to do that. It was an accident. That's what if you dent somebody's stuff, you just call it an accident, especially if you do it with an axe. That would be like the perfect wordage right there. Well, we don't appear to be having a whole lot of luck. There's the big mountain right there, so once we get up to that, yeah, I'm actually, okay, I know where I am right now. We are at our second base right now with no Titanomyrmas spotted. Not a single one. Not a single one. I don't know where to find them. I tried looking it up everywhere, and nobody really had a solid clue where they always come down. Like in this area, I know that there's always going to be like raptors and things like that, and you know, there's always a bunch of Branos down and in here. It usually overspawns them, in fact. And so what I very much like is that you can find some of the things consistently, but some things like Titanomyrma are just not around, so we've hit a lot of the random islands around too. I don't think Titanomyrma is going to be over here. This is our other base. If he was going to be around over here, I would assume we would have seen him already. So, a couple of options face us right now. We can continue looking for Titanomyrma and just like seeing if we can dig him out from wherever he's at. The other option is we can head back to base and we could do some more underwater stuff. And so that's going to be two of the options that I would put in front of you right now. I record these all like back to back to back, so if I end up with gap spaces, I try not to edit them out because that's what I think is like special about my channel, is that I leave in travel. I just hang out and shoot the shit with you guys as though you were on my couch or whatever, and I feel like that's a good time for everybody, and it's the content that I enjoy making. However, what I could do right now is I could look around all by my lonesome for a little while and see if I could find these little dudes in here somewhere. And once I find them, I could just bring you back. It's a little bit less climactic, but we've hit a pretty good chunk of the land now, and I'm not seeing them around. So I don't know what biome they prefer to exist inside of. I don't know what our best chance is of finding them, but I can tell you this much. We ain't seen them yet, and I don't think they're around here. So I would guess that ants would be just about around everywhere. I mean, it's a big ant. It's a giant ant, and yeah, it's probably there's a little bit of meat over here. I am actually going to harvest this because I don't think they're going to use it, being the herbivores that they are. Or are these raptors? Okay, that's good for me. Whatever. I need extra meat so that I can feed my pteranodon. He's got a goatee. He must have been in a ska band. He's all ready to go. He's got that goatee with no mustache. Got himself a checker pattern tattoo. I'm gonna get one. It's okay. I love ska, though. It's not like a trend for me. Ska has been like one of the major loves of my life since I was maybe 13 or 14. I love ska. I listen to it almost every day. So it is what it is. I don't know. It gets trendy every now and again. Ska is one of those types of music. It's kind of like reggae, where every now and again it gets like super popular and then people fall off once they get bored of it and they don't listen to it anymore. It's not one of the big genres of music that's always like ever present. Did that scorpion kill that other scorpion? What's going on right there? Like, did that one drown right there? What the hell happened? I love that iridescence that the piranhas have on them. That color. I used to be an aquarium guy. That was a big hobby of mine, as I had aquariums for a long time. And I would grow my fish and I'd get them really, really big, and I was proud of them. I had like a couple out of Plecostomus that lived... I had a Plecostomus that lived about a decade, and he was about the size of my forearm. I couldn't buy another tank. I didn't have the money to buy another tank for him, so he stopped growing. But I've had goldfish that were enormous. I've had Plecostomi that were huge. I've had sharks in my tanks. Little tiny ones, and then they grow up and get a little bit bigger. There's another dead thing. Nope, that's just a root right there. I'm kind of in uncharted territory right now. We got another albino Rex over there. I'm sort of like out of the way right now, to the point where I don't really know where... I mean, we just go to the big mountain. Honestly, that's what I use to navigate most of the time. But let me look at her inventory real fast and make sure... Okay, so she's going through meat pretty quick. Let's go ahead and load her back up just so we can make sure that we're keeping her nice and fed. We got raptors over on this side. I would expect ants to show up in these weird little quarries and stuff like that. The other possibility is that they're just getting out-predatored. Like, other predators are killing them, so you just can't find them around. Lots of predators down in this ravine, although this would be a super sweet place to build a base. Although people could parachute into your base, which would totally suck. That would be problematic. Or if they had enough HP, they could simply just, like, jump down in and not have to worry about it. I don't see them. I mean, we're kind of flying blind right now. That's more or less all there is to it. But yeah, I was into aquariums for a while. For about 10 years, I was a big aquarium guy. My granddad was a big aquarium guy, though, too. He had all kinds of crazy stuff. My granddad had, like, weird aquariums that he built from scratch where he had, like, trout inside of them that would, like, swim upstream in the tank. It was odd. Like, he had all kinds of weird, like, natural fish that you would find around, like German browns and stuff like that. Like, fish that you don't normally find in aquariums. Like, fish that you would normally find, like, in a random lake while you're fishing or whatever. But he liked that kind of stuff. He liked to catch them and put them in his aquarium. It was a big aquarium. It took up like the entire wall. Oh, shit. We may have a problem. Yeah, I think we're going to ground right now. I have to hope that we stay far enough away from our random friends over there that they don't bother us. I don't think with a bow I'd be able to kill them in time before they ran up on us. Yeah, take a dump if you need to. It'd be funny if he just pooped in the sky and then you just like pigeon bombed all over everybody. That should be hella funny, literally. But anyway, let's jump up on here. I feel like the last couple episodes, like I totally had a direction. I knew what I wanted to do. And today I know what I want to do. I just can't find the little shits anywhere. They gotta be around here somewhere. Like Titanomurma. I don't know if singing will do it for me, but Titanomurma, where are you? Sing it like in that old school style. Like my parents' church, they sing songs that are from like the 1500s. Like I told you before, they're like Mennonites or whatever. And so I ain't down with that. But anyways, oh, that's rare. He's a long ways from water. What's he doing over here? I guess he's in a little bit of a creek, but he's a little bit outside of his ecosystem, I would say. Apparently, he got himself a hankering for Bronto. If they're inside this little jungle patch area, I think we're going to have a lot of trouble finding them. And I think it's going to be... tough to find them in here if they're inside of the jungle, because then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be swooping like below trees and whatnot. And I've wandered through a lot of jungle already and not found them. So I would assume we would have seen them already if we were going to see them. I don't know. It's a little bit odd. I don't see Titanomurma around, so I think I'm going to give up on this. I think I'm probably going to like fall back and just sort of like let it happen for right now. I would love to get myself, like for realsies, I would love to get a mammoth today. I might consider that the goal of the day. But then I gotta contemplate, so we gotta contemplate how I want to do this. I guess all of my stuff is way back at base. We got a bunch of predators around here and we're about to run out of stamina. So let's keep low and see if we can find a spot that looks a little bit safer. I notice all the birds are in the sky around here, and if I get killed out here, I'm going to cry myself to sleep. It's like way out in the boonies, and if I lose my stuff, it's like kind of non-replaceable right now because I'm simply just like out of materials to remake what I have. So, jump back on you, and let's make for the big mountain. I'm going to try and make my way back to my other base, and I think what I might try to do for right now, it's nice to know that there's another mountain over here that's got mammoths on it, though. I hadn't thought about that. Taking a look at the map, we're sort of off to the... I think we're probably in the... Well, let me take a look at these mountains. Let me get a reference point here. There's a mountain behind us. Our beta base is over there. Which means that looking forward, the river would be on our left. Which it is. Well, I don't know exactly where we are, but it should be fine. It's not marking me on the map anymore. I think they reset my single player settings, and I like having the map that actually works and just kind of keeps track of you while you run around. I'll have to turn that on in just a minute, but for right now, it's going to have to wait. Let's go back to beta base, I guess, and what I might try to do in between here and the next episode is I might mount an expedition to go and get myself a mammoth. I love woolly mammoths. I've always been a fan of the big furry elephants, and so I think I might go after them. What level is yellow? Is this worth my time? I'm going to swing over here and see if maybe I can loot this out. Wow, that is a lot of T-Rexes. Holy shit. That is a grip of T-Rexes. That could become problematic very rapidly. Is there anything violent in here that wants to hurt me? There's a Triceratops, and he doesn't look too worried. How high up is this thing? Is it dropping right now? Or did it get stuck on the trees? Sometimes they get stuck on the trees. This one must be newly spawned. That or it's down here somewhere. My bird's failing to turn around. My bird. Consume a raw meat real quick. Huh. I don't know where that one's at, but we need to get some stamina back, so I'm going to ditch him right here real fast. What is that? Is that a Dilophosaur? Oh, there they are right there. There's Titanomyrmas. Holy shit. Oh, God. There's flying ones? I didn't know about that. Oh, no. So there's like warrior bees? Oh, my God. Okay, so we know that if we're at beta base and we go down straight... Oh, my God. Okay, so I didn't know they could fly. I had no idea about that. That is troublesome, and that is something to be worried about. But I saw him moving in here. I am just so glad that we found him. So is that... What is that right there? That's a dodo? So where are the rest of the ants at? Like, I saw them for a second, but then the flyers came after me and I panicked. Where are they hiding at? I mean, I'm okay with just observing. I don't even want to tame or, like, have them. I just want to see them. But yeah, their size right there, what I'm seeing is their size is small enough to where you might just miss... Oh, he's still on me right there. Sorry. I gotta keep moving. Gotta keep moving. Can't put this bird down just yet. It might be a better plan to get within their attack range for a second and see... I saw one on the ground. So you would assume that if the warrior ants around here, those are the flying... Oh, shit. Ooh, do they all fly? Or are there only certain brands of them that fly? Like, these are like the main brand. Then you got like off-brand Titanomyrmas. I thought I saw some on the ground, but maybe they have a landing animation. They all took off and came after me. They are a colony animal, so you would expect to see a lot more of them around here. If they're around in the first place. There's a Dilophosaur right there. I mean, at least we got to see some of them. Oh, wow. Man, they're quick. Okay, so they come up on you like faster than one would expect. Let's get up out of here. I gotta get myself to a safe zone so that I can get some more stamina. But it's cool that we managed to find them. That's pretty sweet. I was hoping this episode would not be a complete and total bust, but it looks like we've actually made eye contact with a couple of them. And that's good enough for me. I mean, I'm not that... I think that landing right here sounds super shiggity schwell. I'm gonna put down over here. Alright, let's give it a count. I think that's gonna be all we're gonna do for today. We found... Oh, shit. I think that T-Rex wants us. Yep, he wants us right now. He wants to annihilate my lovely birdie flesh. And I don't think that I could do without my bird right now. I think I would be really, really upset. So in tomorrow's episode, I think what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get it set up so that we're in a position to where we can pick up a mammoth or two for ourselves. I don't have any berries or anything with me, though, and I don't have any in escrow or storage or anything else. And so unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to do that. What I'll probably do is I'll go back to base, I'll get set up, and then right about the time I get back to base beta, I know that there's mammoths off over in that direction down the crest of the hill, And so I think we should be able to lock down a mammoth then. Thanks for joining me. I apologize. We really didn't see much this whole time, but we did find Titanomyrma. Like, we know where they're at. It's just like it seems like they're all the flying variant, if there is even a ground-based variant. I would assume there would be, because not all ants fly. Like, some ants have wings, some ants don't. So anyways, I'll see y'all later. My name is Splattercat. This is Ark Survival Evolved. If you don't know it by now, we're like 50 episodes in, so I hope you get it soon. I will see you all later. How you do, everybody?